Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 40 highest selling 1987 through 1994 Michael Jordan basketball cards from the PWCC weekly auction that ended on December 3rd. And we'll kick today's list off at number 40 with Michael Jordan's card number 205 from the 1992 Topps basketball set. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $21.60. We get a pretty rare Michael Jordan junk wax era basketball card at number 39 with this 1992 Fleer Drake's card number 7. This was a PSA 4 and it sold for $21.60. Up next at number 38 is this Michael Jordan team checklist from Series 2 of the 1990 Hoops basketball set with card number 358. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for $21.60. Coming in at number 37 is Michael Jordan's 1993 Hoops card number 28. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $26.40. Up next at number 36 is Michael Jordan's 1994 Skybox Emotion card number 100. This was also a PSA 9 and it sold for $34.80. We're sticking to the mid-90s at number 35 with this 1994 Finest Michael Jordan card number 331. This card had the protective coating and was in a BGS 7.5 and it sold for $36 even. Up next at number 34 is this 1991 Skybox USA Michael Jordan card number 534. This Jordan was in a BGS 9 and it sold for $38.40. Coming in at number 33 is Michael Jordan's base card from the inaugural 1990 Skybox set with card number 41. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for just over $40. Up next at number 32 is this 1991 Skybox Michael Jordan card number 307. This was an SGC 10 and it sold for $42 even. Coming in at number 31 is this 1992 Upper Deck Fanimation Michael Jordan card number 506. This was an SGC 9.5 and it sold for $43.20. And we're headed to the inaugural 1992 Stadium Club basketball set to kick off the top 30 with Michael Jordan's base card with card number 1. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for $43.20. Up next at number 29 is this 1989 Fleer Michael Jordan card number 21. This Jordan was in a PSA 9 and it sold for $51.60. Coming in at number 28 is Michael Jordan's Superstar sticker from the 1988 Fleer basketball set with sticker number 7. This was a BGS 5.5 and it sold for $52.80. We're headed back to the 1990s at number 27 with Michael Jordan's 1993 Upper Deck Soccer Honorary Captain, card number HC3. This Jordan was in a PSA 9 and it sold for $62.40. Up next at number 26 is this 1994 Topps Embossed Golden Idols Michael Jordan, card number 121. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for $72 even. We're headed back to the 1992 Topps basketball set at number 25 with this Michael Jordan, card number 141. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $74.40. Up next at number 24 is this 1989 Hoops Michael Jordan All-Star, card number 21. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $81.60. We're headed to the 1991 inaugural Upper Deck basketball set at number 23 with this Magic Johnson versus Michael Jordan, card number 34. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $86.40. Up next at number 22 is this 1993 Fleer All-Stars Michael Jordan, card number 5. This Jordan was in a PSA 9 and it sold for $88.80. We're headed to the 1993 inaugural Finest basketball set at number 21 with Michael Jordan's base card with card number 1. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $93.60. And we're sticking to the early 1990s to kick off the top 20 with this 1992 Upper Deck MVP Holograms Michael Jordan, card number 4. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for just short of $100. Up next at number 19 is Michael Jordan's base card from the 1989 Hoops basketball set with card number 200. This Jordan was in a PSA 10 and it sold for $162. Coming in at number 18 is this 1994 SP Red Michael Jordan, card number MJ1. This was a BGS Gem Mint 9.5 and it sold for $174. We get a classic 1990s Michael Jordan insert at number 17 with this 1993 Ultra Power in the Key, card number 2. This was a BGS 8 and it sold for $180. Up next at number 16 is this 1987 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker, sticker number 2. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for $216. And we get another classic junk wax era Michael Jordan at number 15 with his 1990 Fleer, card number 26. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $228. We're headed back to the 1988 Fleer basketball set at number 14 with Michael Jordan's base card with card number 17. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $252. Up next at number 13 is this 1991 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 220. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $276. We're headed back to the 1980s for the next few cards, starting at number 12 with this 1988 Panini Spanish sticker Michael Jordan, sticker number 76. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for $288. Up next at number 11 is this 1987 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 59. This was a PSA 7 and it sold for $324. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1988 Panini Spanish sticker Michael Jordan, sticker number 285. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $336. Up next at number 9 is this 1992 Stadium Club Members Only Michael Jordan, card number 1. This Jordan was in a BGS Gem Mint 9.5 and it sold for $360. Coming in at number 8 is this 1990 Panini Michael Jordan sticker, sticker number 91. This Jordan was in a PSA 10 and it also sold for $360. We're headed back to the mid-90s at number 7 with this 1994 Skybox Emotion Intense Michael Jordan, card number 3. This was a BGS Gem Mint 9.5 and it sold for $432. Up next at number 6 is this 1987 Panini Super Sport Michael Jordan Spanish sticker, sticker number 4. This Jordan was in a PSA 8 and it sold for $468. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1992 Stadium Club Beam Team Members Only Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for just short of $700. Up next at number 4 is this 1993 Finest Michael Jordan Refractor, card number 1. This refractor was in a PSA 8 and it sold for $810. We get another rare Michael Jordan basketball card at number 3 with his 1987 Market Com Sports Illustrated. This Jordan was in a BGS 8 and it sold for $840. Coming in at number 2 is this 1988 Panini Super Sport Italian Michael Jordan, card number 141. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $930. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1988 Fleer Michael Jordan All-Star, card number 120. This Jordan was in a PSA 10 and it sold for $4,200. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.